Hi, my name is John Hostetter. Thank you for joining me. I'm here today to present a beginner's guide to making your first visit to the United Kingdom. One of the first things you will need to get started on your trip is a valid US passport. If you don't already have one, I would start the process on this as soon as possible, as sometimes it can be a bit lengthy to fill out the paperwork, get the photo, and have that sent away to be created in time for your trip. You may have also heard of a travel visa, but when going to the United Kingdom, for less than 6 months, you will not need a travel visa at this time. If you were going on behalf of education, you might need a student visa, however, which you can apply for at the post office. When you're at the border, just to ease some of your stress, you may be asked the purpose for your visit. That can be something as simple as taking a vacation, but that is something that you might be asked at the border. Also, at the end of the COVID-19 pandemic here in 2023, it's important to note that at this time, there are no vaccination requirements to enter the border at this time. So, once you get to the UK, what kind of weather can you expect? Well, looking at the map, the United Kingdom actually consists of many countries made up of some, including Scotland, Northern Ireland, Wales, and England. So, just like we would vary from state to state here in the United States, it will also vary from country to country in the United Kingdom, depending on where you are going. But overall, they have seasons that are comparable to the US, with summer, spring, winter, and fall all occurring at roughly the same time they would here in the United States. Just to help you pack and prepare for your trip, let's take a look at the average temperatures depending on your time of stay that you might go. In the wintertime, you can expect average temperatures ranging from 35 to 45 degrees Fahrenheit. And in the summertime, anywhere ranging from 50 to 65 degrees, with high temperatures even possibly reaching into the 80s. So, depending on where you are at here in the United States, maybe a little bit cooler or warmer than what you are used to, but that can help you prepare for your trip looking at those average temperatures to help you pack accordingly. When traveling, it's also important to note that they do not use the same currency as us. You see some of their currency pictured there, which is known as the British pound sterling. Some of the slang terms for this might be quid, pound, or sterling for short, but those all refer to British pound sterling. And at this time, £1 is equivalent to approximately $1.23 in US currency. And on for the most part, most places will not accept the US dollar outside of a few major shopping spots. So it might be a good idea to go cashless for your trip using a debit or credit card. Or if you would like the experience of spending the British pound sterling, you can get that at any post office, airport, or an ATM, much like we would see here in the United States. Some popular sites to see. With UK, with the United Kingdom being such a large place, we're going to look at just a few places you can visit in one of the most popular spots of London, England. The first spot being the Big Ben Clock Tower, a world famous clock that you can see at any time of day or night, as well as the London Bridge, another beautiful sight to see in both the daytime or the nighttime, as you see pictured there. It's very large and can get well lit up even in the evening. Can also visit world famous Oxford and Cambridge universities, maybe even take a tour and learn a little bit more about their history. Perhaps something a bit more casual, you can visit the London Eye, take a ride on the large Ferris wheel, and see some of the shops they have to offer. And possibly the most famous would be the Buckingham Palace, where you can see the Buckingham Guards, but also some beautiful statues and the beautiful garden at Buckingham as well. So, a little bit about the cost of your trip. There are very affordable options if you would like to be in budget or on more of a luxury trip. Well, that will range from about 1,000 anywhere to $2,500 for a solo trip to the United Kingdom by yourself. Much of that cost is going to happen from the flight ticket. So if you would like to have any more budget friendly trip, you can travel economy or perhaps luxury in first class. There are also many lodging options, just like we have here in the United States. Some of those being on the cheaper end in a hotel, more personable in an Airbnb, or a bit more private with a vacation rental. All of those having multiple price options depending on the location of your stay within the United Kingdom. Overall, just the last few points here about why you should go to the United Kingdom. Well, as we just mentioned, it can be very affordable, starting as low as about $1,000 for a trip by yourself. But it's also a bit more familiar if this is your first time traveling outside of the United States, with some of the cultures, foods, and things that they do in the United Kingdom very similar to what we do here in the United States, also with the primary language being English. So can ease some of the culture shock if this is your first time leaving the country. And as we mentioned, there are many possibilities with the United Kingdom encompassing many other countries. This can be a great place to go with repeated visits and experience something new each time you go. So if you decide to go, I hope that you enjoy your trip and you found this video informative and helpful for you. And if you would like more information, here are some of the sources that I use for my video. Thank you.